Hello everyone, how are things? I hope everything is good, everything is great. I'm Resviana from Silvani University. Today, I will be teaching you something very important. But before we get started, I want to ask you some questions. What time did you sleep last night? When did you wake up this morning? Then, what time are you watching this video? If you are still confused, don't be worried because today I will teach you about telling the time in English. So, let's get started! Firstly, let's take a look at this clock. Let's say this is the big hand of the clock, and then this is the little hand. So the big hand shows the minutes. There are 60 minutes in 1 hour, right? And then the little hand shows the hour. Let's keep this for later. Now, there are two different ways to say the time in English. We can use British style or American style. But teachers, how does it work? And then what is the difference? Let's get through them one by one. Let's start with the British style. Alright, to understand about the British style, we should know these 4 important vocabulary. Jadi untuk memahami bagaimana menunjukkan waktu dalam British style, kita harus tahu dulu nih 4 kosakata penting. Number 1, past. In bahasa, it means lewat. Number 2, to. In bahasa, it means menuju. Number 3, a quarter. In bahasa, it means 15 menit or seperempat. Then the last one, for number 4, that is a half. In bahasa, it means 30 menit atau setengah. Right? Now we are ready to learn the formula. Okay, so we would say the time using British English like this. First thing, we would say the minutes, followed by past or to, and then ends with mentioning the hour. And then, teacher, how to decide use past or to? Alright, so we use past when the big hand, remember, the big hand point at the minute 1 until 30. Alright, and then we use to when the big hand point at the minute 31 until 59. Jadi kita menggunakan past jika jarum panjang ini menunjukkan menit ke-1 sampai menit ke-30. Jika lebih dari itu, artinya menit ke-31 sampai menit ke-59, kita menggunakan to. Alright, let's take a look at the example. Number 1, what time is it? It is 10 past 3. Because 10 minutes, it's not more than 30 minutes, we use past. So we say it 10 past 3. And then example number 2, what time is it? So it is a quarter past 6. Remember, when we met 15 minutes, we say it as a quarter. So this is a quarter past 6. And then example number 3, what time is it? It is a half past 1. Yes, because it is pointed at number 6, which means 30 minutes, we say it as a half atau setengah. So it is 1/2 past 1. So far, it's okay? I'm sure you will understand it. Alright, we'll move to the next example. This is a little bit different because we will use 2. So let's take a look at the example. Number 4. What time is it? So it is 25 to 7. Because a minute is more than 30 minutes, we used 2. And what we count is the remaining minutes for the next hour. So it is become 25 to 7 atau 25 menit menuju jam 7. Alright, and then example number 5. Here we have 7:45. As I stated earlier, when we meet 15 minutes, we say it as a quarter. Because it is more than 30 minutes, we use 2 and we count the remaining time. So it's become 7:45 atau 15 menit menuju jam 8. Then you say, teacher, how about this one? How do we pronounce this? So we call it as exact time. And we pronounce exact time with a clap. For example, what time is it? It is 7 o'clock. Got it? Great. So here I have some exercise for you. Please write this time using British style. You can pause this video and once you get the answer, you can play it again to check whether your answer is correct or not. Take your time. Finished? So this is the answer. How's the result? I know you're doing great. Alright, so now we will move to the next style or the second style, that is American style. This one is much simpler than British style. Then you ask, so teacher, if this one is more simple, why we learn about the confusing one? It's a good question, but it is good for you to have more references. So when people say a time in British style or American style, you will understand it. Right? Cool. Now, this is how we say time using American style. So we simply say the hour followed by the minutes. For example, what time is it? It is 12:45. It's simpler, right? And number 2, what time is it? It is 6:30. Okay, and then if minute is anywhere from 1 to 9, we add O for the 0. For example, what time is it? It is 1:04. And then this one, it is 2:06. And then for the exact hour, we pronounce it the same with the British style. Alright, now we will have again some exercise to check your understanding. You can pause the video and try to write this time using American style. And you can play this video once you get there. Finished? Now, this is the answer. I know you're doing great this time. Okay, so you've done this far. Let's give applause. Woo.
Now, there is one more thing that you should know.
People in English normally use 12-hour system. It means there is no 13 o'clock or 14 o'clock. Artinya, orang Inggris menggunakan sistem 12 jam. Jadi tidak ada yang namanya jam 15, jam 17. Jadi mereka menyebutkan jam 15 sebagai jam 3, dan jam 17 sebagai jam 5, dan seterusnya. And then, to specify the time, whether, for example, when we say 9 o'clock, whether it is in the morning or in the evening, we can use AM and PM. I'm sure you have heard a lot about this. So we use AM for showing the time from 12 o'clock until 11:59 in the morning. And then we use PM for showing the time from 12 o'clock until 11:59 in the afternoon and the evening. For example, when I say 9 a.m., it means 9 o'clock in the morning. Then when I say 9 p.m., it means 9 o'clock in the evening. Got it? Great. So that's all for today's lesson. I hope you can understand everything. But if you have any questions, please don't be hesitate to ask me in the comment section below. And if you want to have more practice, you can visit the link in the description to do a quiz about telling the time in English. Remember, keep practicing because practice makes perfect. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye and thank you for watching.